Unknown Bogey, and of course I'm drinking a beer. If you notice though, I am wearing the same sweatshirt that I always wear, just because it's winter in Minnesota. However, I am wearing a different hat. Zoom in on that one. It's a Garth Brooks World Tour hat. I was fortunate enough to see him this last time, and the time before when he was in Minneapolis. About the hat though, I have a new subscriber, and I can't remember that person's name. They liked my video, but that person happened to be a Marine. So, but it was really cool that they said, hey, I forgive you for the hat. My daughter's Army, so proud daddy's got to support daughter. And, you know, it was cool. It's cool. So I just thought, maybe I'll switch up the hat. Take a swig of beer. Here's what we're going to do tonight. So I really want you guys to follow along, because you are going to want to make this recipe. It is a wild rice soup recipe. And we've made this a number of times, and it's awesome. So let's get you down, and I'll kind of show you the ingredients of what we're going to do. Let me flip my screen around. What we have is, well, first of all, take that off. We got a Dutch oven right there. We have a can of mushrooms. We have 3 cans of cooked wild rice. You can make your own if you want, but let's just face it, Unknown Bogey is just lazy. I'm not going to do it. We have 1 can of Campbell's cream of potato. We have half a cup of flour. We have this big 32 ounce chicken broth. Ooh, almost dumped the flour. And then we have about 2 cups of mild cheddar cheese. We have 1 pint of half and half. We have a onion chopped up. If it's a big onion, leave some out. If it's a small onion, well, get another small onion. And then we have some diced up ham. And I will say at this point that normally what we do is we just buy one of those rotisserie chickens, and we pick all the chicken off it and put it in this recipe and omit the ham. But tonight we're going to do it with ham. And we've got about 3.5 to 4-ish tablespoons of butter. So, that's kind of the tour. And hey, thank you to all my subs. Love you guys. You're great. You leave great comments. Love it. Let me take another beer, and then we'll get things going. Seriously, pay attention. You're going to want to make this recipe. Alright, we're back. We have the butter. I told you the amounts. It was about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. Let's see if I got the camera lined up right. Because we're kind of make-a-roo here. I have it on medium-high right now. And we are going to add in our onions. And if I'm in your way, well, deal with it. I'm just putting onions in the pan. Let's let these go for about 2 minutes till they start getting translucent. Pay close attention tonight, because we're not just having fun like I did with that big huge ground pork taco. We're actually going to make something really good. Not that that wasn't good. Alright, let me... Actually, I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit. I had it on medium-high. I'm going to just kind of cut it between medium and medium-high. And I am going to get a drink of my beer while those get translucent. It doesn't take very long in this Dutch oven. Alright. I have 1 can of mushrooms, and it is a 8-ounce can of mushrooms. Let's add that in. And I know I cut that lid off upside down, so don't worry about it. Be alright. Just a can of mushrooms. We're just going to give this about another minute. And then what we're going to do is add a little flour into it and make a roux. Be back in about 1 minute. Alright, so it's been about a minute. These are sauteing in here, and I'm really sorry that I can't get a better vantage point. So what we're going to do is we're going to whip in some flour. 1/4 cup. Just a 1/4 cup of flour. This is a 1/2 cup. I filled it only halfway, so we got a 1/4 cup of flour. And let's stir, 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 so that we can get this thickened up. I haven't changed my heat at all. You can already see it kind of clumping together. That's a good sign. I'll tell you what, these Dutch ovens, they're nice. You're pretty hard to ruin a roux in a Dutch oven. Look at how it clumps up. I'll kind of push it out to this side so you can see it. Yeah, that's clumping up. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer, just so the flour taste gets out of there a touch. Sweet. This is a recipe that we've already had many times, and so I already know I'm going to go hot pickle on this. So just be prepared for it. Let that go for about 30 more seconds. And I'm going to keep stirring for about 30 more seconds. Alright, so it's not really 30 more seconds. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to start adding a little bit of 32 ounces of chicken broth. Slowly. Here's where the video gets long. Sorry. Just the way it is. Oh man, the smells off this sourdough are so good. Put a little more in. Let's get that stirring. And the whole idea is the flour, and you can actually see it happening. The flour from the roux and the onions and everything, you can see how it's thickening everything up. the mushrooms. Look at how thick that is. It's like a really, really nice thick stew almost at this point. So we're just going to keep adding a little more. Keep stirring. This is what thickens your soup. And while I am doing this, I am going to give kudos to my wife, who helped me actually prep this up. She's made this many, many times. This is my first time making it. But she's been kind of tutoring me along. And she's awesome. I love her. And so, get a good woman like that, you just keep her. Yeah, look at that. See, now this is really going to thicken up our soup big time. Add a little more in there. Just going to keep adding and keep stirring. So thank you to my wife for helping me out with this. This is actually a recipe that she makes all the time, and I just want to share it with you guys and give it a go. Oh man, this is turning out really good. She's like, you can't ruin it in the Dutch oven. I'm worried about it, but you can't ruin it in the Dutch oven. Well, I can see what she's saying. Look how nice and thick that is. We're just going to keep slowly adding in the chicken broth. And like I said before, you're going to want to pay attention to this recipe because you're going to want to make it. And if you live in a climate that is, well, I think everywhere is cold now, you're going to want to make this. It's a great comfort food. Oh yeah, this is working out awesome. You ever heard of Big and Rich? Yeah, this is thick and rich. Where's my beer? Here it is. I got it. Big and Rich do have some talents though, by the way. Alright, so I'm going to keep adding this chicken broth. And just keep stirring. And we'll be back. I gotta get another beer. I can't do both. Alright, so here's what we're looking at. It's awesome. Alright, and my wife has been coaching me all along. And I'm giving her all the credit for this recipe, so if you leave comments, give her a big thank you. Here's what we're going to do. Right now I'm going to add in a can of condensed cream of potato soup. And if I'm in your way, then, you know, whatever, deal with it. Because I got cooking to do, you're just watching. I'm cooking, you're watching. But I would like you guys to try this recipe. We've had it, I can't even tell you how many times we've had it. It's awesome. Alright. So we got that. Now I'm going to break this up a little bit. I have my heat on borderline medium high. Let's break this up. This cream potato, get that mixed in. My wife said the thing you don't want to ruin is the roux. And obviously I didn't do that, so I did a good job. Alright, so let's come in hot with some wild rice. I have 3 of these cans of wild rice. You can make your own if you would like. I'm too lazy to wait for it. I love wild rice, but it does take time to cook. And I just have a lot going on, so this is an easy alternative. 3 cans of wild rice. We have the 1 can of potato soup. And let me get this stirred in a little bit, and I'll show you what else we're going to have, because what we're going to add to this is going to be, you know what? Let me throw in the ham. And like I said earlier, you can do the ham. Originally the recipe is for ham, but we always have done the rotisserie chicken, where you just pick a whole chicken and throw it in there. And that is awesome too. But we have our diced up ham. Alright, Unknown Bogey, we're back. Look at that soup. Awesome. There's one more ingredient we need to add. I have 2 cups of mild cheddar cheese. I don't know that we're going to add the whole thing, but let's sprinkle some of that cheddar cheese around here and slowly kind of fold that in. Will I use this whole bag? I don't know. Let's start with that. I probably have not quite half the bag in. Oh, I'm going to add a little more cheese. Let's go with half the bag of cheese. And I'm calling that half right there. And I have this on, actually right now I have this on low. So I have about half a bag of 8 ounces. So I probably have about 4 ounces of cheese in here. I may add the rest of this, but look at that. Man, good. I'm going to let that settle in, and we'll decide if we want more cheese. Alright, so we added some cheese, and my wife, she always eyeballs this recipe, so she's kind of winging it just like I'm winging it. So she says throw the rest of the cheese in. So let's do that. And in the end, the total is going to be 8 ounces of mild cheddar cheese. And so let's get that stirred in. And we have some, what do you call them, cardboard biscuits in the oven. Everybody knows what those look like, so we're not going to take up your time here. Oh yeah. This is going to be really, freaking good. And all kudos go to my wife. Don't compliment me, you compliment my wife. We'll give you a taste test. And we're going hot pickle on this because I know it's good. See you soon. Okay. Unknown Bogey. And I'm back with another beer. This is what we have. My battery died. Sorry about that. But the only thing that you missed was me stirring in 2 cups of mild cheddar cheese into this mixture. And so, yeah, I had it on the back burner, pulled it off because this is really, really hot. But this is what we have. An awesome wild rice soup with ham. But if you just stop by your local store, buy rotisserie chicken, you can pick that chicken, get rid of the skin, just take all the meat, put it in this recipe. It'll be awesome too. So, I've just set it up on here to cool off a little bit. That's going to be way too hot for me. So, I'm going to scoop this up in a couple of bowls and we'll give the taste test. And I'm going hot pickle on this because I already know it's going to be good. Alright, so we're back. One thing I do want to tell you is that you can, and typically a lot of times you will find yourselves in a position where they put sliced almonds on top of this just to give it a little bit of crunch. I'm fine with that, but not my favorite. So I'm just going to add garlic and butter croutons. I suppose you can put any kind of oyster crackers or whatever the hell you want. Just throw them in there. And I know for a fact that I'm going hot pickle on this. So let me flip my screen around and you guys get up on my mug and I'm totally zoomed in. Woo! There we go. A little bit better. Let me back you out. Really, you're going to want to make this recipe. So I hope you paid attention. I totally have to go hot pickle on this because I've had this a number of times. I just want to share with you guys. Hot pickle. Refrigerated pickle. I think these are Trappy's. Trappy's jalapenos. Mm-mm. Love it. Alright. Let's do a little bit of this. Let me try something new. Let me see if I can kind of pull back. There we go. I got some garlic croutons in here. Sliced almonds is what it calls for, but I'm not crazy about that. My wife did sliced almonds and she says it's awesome. So you guys just do what you're comfortable with. Oh man. Nice. Come on. Give you a close-up of that spoon. That is so good. I can think of a few other things to add in here. But alright, this will give you a start. So I hope you guys try this recipe. I love it. And you're going to love it too. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give thumbs up, leave comments below. Click subscribe. It costs you nothing. And you're going to have an awesome soup. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.